Yes students, this is second video of exercise 7.1. We will continue this exercise in this video. In previous video I have explained question number 1 to 10. Now I will start from question number 11. So let us see question number 11 of exercise 7.1. Statement is find the integration of x cube plus 5x square minus 4 divided by x square and integration with respect to x. This is the sign of integration. Now firstly divide this x square with each term. After dividing it, x cube divided by x square, it can be written as x plus 5x square divided by x square. X square is cancelled with x square, it gives you 5. And in last term 4 divided by x square, it can be written as 4x raised to power minus 2, because when you will shift x square from denominator into numerator, then sign of power is changed, it becomes minus 2. Now integration sign remains as it is because we have simplified this function in this step. Now we will take integration, so you will remove this integration sign. Firstly, integration of first term with respect to x. Integration of x is x square divided by 2. I am telling you again, this formula is used here. Integration of x raised to power n is x raised to power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus integration constant c. By using this formula you can integrate x. Now 5 is constant term, integration of 5, integration of a constant term. So here integration is 5x minus 4, this constant term remains as it is. Integration of x raised to power minus 2. If you add here 1 in the power, then x raised to power minus 2 plus 1, it becomes minus 1, and divide it by total power minus 1, and in the last you will take integration constant c. And here this minus sign is 2 times, this minus minus becomes plus. You can rewrite this function after integrating. Minus minus becomes plus, and when you will shift this x raised to power minus 1 in the denominator, again sign of power changed, it becomes plus x plus integration constant c. So this is the solution of question number 11. Now see question number 12. In the question number 12, again one function is given to you, x cube plus 3x plus 4 divided by root x. These sums are from NCERT book. Now again in first step we will not integrate it, this integration sign remain as it is, we will just simplify it. X raised to power 3 divided by root x. Root x means x raised to power half. X raised to power 3 divided by x raised to power half, it can be written as x raised to power 5 by 2 plus 3x divided by root x, it can be written as 3 x by root x, it becomes x raised to power half. Similarly 4 divided by root x, it can be written as 4 by root x, and by root x when you will shift it in the numerator, then again sign of power is changed, it becomes minus half. Now in the next step we will integrate it again using the same formula, integration of x raised to power n, which is equals to x raised to power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. I am writing again and again this formula so that you learn this. X raised to power 5 by 2 plus 1, when you will add 1 it becomes x raised to power 7 by 2. Now you will divide it by 7 by 2, this 2 is shift here. In next step again using same formula, 3 constant term, it remains as it is. Integration of x raised to power half, half plus 1, it becomes 3 by 2, divide it by 3 by 2, this by 2 can be written as here 3 into 2, this 3 is cancelled with 3. And in next step this 4 integration constant term, constant term, it remains as it is. Integration of x raised to power minus half, again you will add 1 in the power, minus half plus 1, it becomes plus half, and you will divide it by half, means 1 by 2, 2 into 4, it becomes 8. And in the last always you will take integration constant c. This constant you will take in case of indefinite integration, and we are doing indefinite integration in this exercise. So this is the question number 12. Now see next question of this exercise. We will continue this exercise. In question number 13, the given function is again same type of function just like as question number 11 and 12. X cube minus x square plus x minus 1 divided by x minus 1. Now see very carefully. Again in the first step we will just simplify it. This integration sign remains as it is. Firstly you take these two terms, first two terms, and here x cube minus x square, you can take x square common. After taking x square common it becomes x minus 1, and remaining two terms also take these two terms together, x minus 1. And now if you divide it by denominator means x minus 1, then it gives you x square. Here x minus 1 is cancelled with x minus 1, and in the second term also after cancelling these two terms you will get 1. Now it becomes very simple function and very easily you can integrate this. First term is x square, integration is x cube by 3. Now all of you know very well how you get this term, which formula is used here. 1 is constant term, so integration is x, and last is, never forget to take this integration constant c. In question number 14, statement is find the integration of 1 minus x and root x dx. Multiply this root x inside. In first step we are not integrating, we are just simplifying this function. Root x multiplied by 1, it becomes root x, and when root x multiplied by x, here x raised to power is 1, in this case x raised to power is half, and when base is same you will multiply these two terms, it becomes x raised to power 1 plus half means 3 by 2, and this root x also can be written as x raised to power half. Now we will integrate these two terms using same formula. X raised to power half plus 1, it becomes 3 by 2, and divide it by total power means 3 by 2, minus x raised to power 3 by 2 plus 1, it becomes x raised to power 5 by 2, and divide it by 5 by 2. This 2 is shift in the numerator, and plus integration constant c. So this is question number 14. Now see question number 15. In 15th question, the given function is again root x outside the bracket, and inside the bracket 3x square plus 2x plus 3. I am not explaining this question. This sum is also just like as 14th sum. You will multiply this root x inside, and after that you will integrate it. Now see 16th sum. In 16th sum trigonometric ratios are used. 2x minus 3 cos x plus e raised to power x. And in previous video I told you that integration of e raised to power x is e raised to power x. And what is integration of cos x? Integration of cos x with respect to x is sin x. So we will use these two formulas in this sum. Here first term 2x, integration is 2, constant term remains as it is. Integration of x is x square by 2, this 2 is cancelled with 2, minus this 3 constant term remains as it is, and integration of cos x is sin x. Don't mix the formula of derivative and integration. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x, but integration of cos x is plus sin x. So here you will take integration of cos x is plus sin x, plus integration of e raised to power x is e raised to power x, and in the last integration constant term c. And in 17th sum also just like as 16th, you will try yourself this sum 2x square minus 3 sin x and plus 5 into root x. You will do yourself this sum. In this case you will take integration of sin x is minus cos x, not plus cos x. Derivative of sin x is plus cos x, but integration of sin x is minus cos x. Now in 18th sum, question number 18, secant x outside the bracket, inside the bracket secant x plus tangent x. Now we will integrate this function. Firstly, in first step, simplify this. The secant x multiplied inside, secant into secant, it becomes a secant square, and secant x into tangent x, it can be written like this, and outside the bracket integration with respect to x. Now see two more formulas. All of you know that derivative of tangent x is secant square x. So here we will use reverse of this, means integration of secant square is tangent. And one more formula, derivative of secant x is secant x into tangent x. Now we will take integration. So integration of secant x into tangent x with respect to x is secant. So we will use these two formulas here. So let us see. Integration of secant square, which is equals to tangent x, and integration of secant x into tangent x, this is secant x, and in the last integration constant c. So this is question number 18. If you have learned the formulas of derivative, then very easily you can learn these formulas which are used in this exercise. All the reverse formulas of derivative are used in this first exercise, and learn all the formulas by writing. Make a chart of these formulas, paste it in your study room. Now 19th question, statement is secant square x divided by cosecant square x, integrate it. Now firstly we will simplify it. What is value of secant by cosecant square? You can write down secant is reciprocal of cos. It can be written as 1 by cos, and cosecant can be written as 1 by sine, and all of you know that sine square by cos square is tangent square. Now we will take integration of tangent square. Now one identity all of you have done, trigonometric identity in 10th class. 1 plus tan square x, this is equal to secant square x. We will use this identity here in this sum. By using this identity, this tangent square x, it can be written as secant square x minus 1. So use this here. This tangent square can be written as secant square x minus 1. Now we will take integration of this. Derivative of tangent x is secant square x. So integration of secant square is tangent x. And what is integration of 1? 1 is constant term, integration is x, plus integration constant c. Now 20th sum of this exercise. In question number 20, this sum is also just like as 18th, 19th sum. 2 minus 3 sin x in the divide cos square x. When you take this cos square x separately with these two terms, it becomes 2 by cos square x minus 3 sin x divided by cos square x. This is question number 20. Now what is reciprocal of cos? Secant. So here this cos square can be written as 2 into secant square x. In this case sin by cos, it becomes tangent, and 1 cos, reciprocal of cos, it becomes secant. Now integrating these two terms, this 2 is constant term, it remains as it is. Integration of secant square is tangent x, and integration of tangent x into secant x is secant x, and plus integration constant c. Now last two sums, MCQs sums given in this exercise. So I will explain these two MCQs also. In question number 21, find the antiderivative. What is meaning of antiderivative? Integration. Antiderivative and integration both have same meaning. So in this sum also we will find out integration of this. This root x can be written as x raised to power half, and this plus 1 by root x can be written as x raised to power minus half. Now taking integration. Integration of x raised to power half is 3 by 2, divide it by 3 by 2. Plus when you will add 1 in minus half, it becomes plus half, divide it by half, plus integration constant c. So this is option number C. C option is the correct answer in this sum. Now last sum of this exercise, 22nd sum. In this sum, dy dx, what is meaning of dy dx? Derivative. Very good. Derivative is given to you. Derivative of this function is 4x cube minus 3 by x raised to power 4, and one more is given to you. F of 2, what is the meaning of f of 2? Means value of a function at x is equal to 2. This is given to you 0, and you have to find out function fx in this case. So this is little bit different, because in this case one extra thing, f of 2 means value of function at x is equal to 2. This extra term is given to you. Now see how we will use this extra term. Firstly, how you will find out function fx, how you will remove this derivative here. If you take integration on both sides, then this dx shift here, and this d derivative is cancelled with integration sign, because integration is known as antiderivative. Now what is value of fx here? Fx is equal to integration of this function. This is equals to 4 into x raised to power 4 divided by 4 minus this 3 by x raised to power 4. When you shift this in the numerator, it becomes x raised to power minus 4, and x raised to power minus 4 plus 1, it becomes x raised to power minus 3. You will divide it by minus 3. Minus minus becomes plus. 3 is cancelled with 3. 4 is also cancelled with 4. This x raised to power minus 3 can be written as 1 by x raised to power 3 and plus integration constant c. Now here fx is equals to x raised to power 4 plus 1 by x cube plus c. Now we will use this term f of 2. This is equals to 0. F of 2 means value of x is 2 here. If you put x is equal to 2 here, it becomes 16. Here if you put x is equal to 2, it becomes 1 by 8 plus integration constant c. And what is f of 2? 0. Put here 0. So by using this result, you can find out value of c. c is equal to minus of 16 plus 1 by 8, which is equals to minus 129 by 8. After finding the value of c, very easily you can find out given function. If here in place of c you put the value of c, you will get the value of function fx. So this is fx function, which is given to you in option number A. So option A is correct answer. So this is exercise 7.1. Thank you.